Welcome to Body Work.
Please fasten your seatbelts.
I had 11 Olympians and over 800 national champs. And all those men, they wouldn't do half the work that she do. And I'm seeing it from the young ladies. These last 2 years, when you think about it, all the good fights is coming from the women. The guys is ducking each other, looking for the easy way. I'm telling you like it is, you know? So again, you know, this young lady done did everything I asked her, and she did more. And I'm watching all the young ladies that's boxing now. It's like they trying to prove they better than men. Now, we knew they was kind of there, but now they showing that they mean. You know, in the old days in Philly, we call these guys crazy. And that's the way these women are. So when you go back home, speak nice.
Welcome to Body Work. Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Body Work Boxing. What's good, y'all? It feels good to be back in the building, man. Just another opportunity to be able to talk boxing and put another stake in the ground, y'all. And I know that we established the other day that we all, most of us, the majority of us, are the types that like to hear the bad news first. So if somebody say, hey, man, you got good news or you got bad news? We all established that we actually like to hear the bad news first. You know what I'm saying? But Going back into the curriculum because we got to build. I ain't even gonna hit on this long. I'm gonna get right down to business, but I'm just gonna tell you, man, why it's so important, man. I gotta go back to the gaslighting, man. It's still going on in front of our very eyes, but actually twisting reality around about what's really happening and getting us to think that what's really happening isn't. I give y'all examples all the time of this. But the question is, what is the alarming power of gaslighting? It is the covert type of emotional abuse in which the bully or abuser misleads the target, creating a false narrative and making them question their judgments and reality. Ultimately, the victim of gaslighting starts to feel unsure about their perceptions of the world and even wonder if they are losing their sanity. Yikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's real important, man, because we gotta try to be responsible when it comes down to this boxing talk, man. What are we seeing? What are our eyes seeing right now? Right now, a lot of people are getting real hype about a circus act, I tell you. You know, because I thought it was unifications trump mandatory. This ain't no mandatory. This is a voluntary. You had a unification with Subriel, and you had a mandatory with Sandor, but you want to go fight Ryan, who, once again, you said was an underwear model. You said he was an Instagram model. You said he was a YouTube sensation, and a fight with him and Gervonta Tank Davis was an exhibition. But what do we know? There's one thing we know, and this is, I'm gonna hit y'all with the bad news up front. Y'all want the bad news up front? It's the bad news, y'all. That's Gervonta Tank Davis Jr. promotions, you know what I'm saying? They specialize in tank leftovers. They all about leftovers, you know what I'm saying? Like, and guess what that means? That means in order to get a Subriel Matias fight, in order for Devin Haney to fight Subriel Matias, Tank Davis will have to fight him first. In order for us to get a Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson fight, Tank Davis got to fight him first. He about to fight Frank, so we all gotta wait and see the results of that. But in order for us to get Devin Haney and Frank Martin, Tank gotta fight him first. Like, do y'all realize that, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all the other day about pattern recognition, man. It's like this the same cycle over and over again, man. That's why I said, like, being an only fan, it has to be exhausting. It has to be. That's what it is, man. This is Gervonta Tank Davis Jr. promotion. You know what I'm saying? They all about the leftover, trying to hype this Ryan stuff, man, and trying to build Ryan up, man. You already ripped the equity out of it, man. You ripped the equity out of that fight. And you were recently stating that Ryan was a cokehead. You said he was on that cocaine. And then you also said you saw quit in him. Somebody stop me when I'm lying. He said that Ryan he liked that cocaine, right? And then he also said that they see quit in Ryan. So right before our very eyes, they're telling us exactly what it is. You just got to pay attention. It'd be right there. It's in what they're. But when I interpret it, I'm wrong. I'm the bad guy. Everybody else can interpret it and extrapolate and reason and, you know what I'm saying, deduct. I just take what they say out of their own mouths. And I say, okay, this is what you're saying. You're showing me who you are. You're telling me who you are. And they took Ryan because they perceive him as being able to they think that they can make Ryan quit. And they think that he got a habit. Either that or they'll go to that extreme to slander somebody. You can't have both. So it's either more slander like they do with everybody else, or they see some truth in that, and that's why they want Ryan. Yeah, you gotta think about it. You gotta put this together. And then I was listening, man, because we still been on the hunt trying to find Subriel Matias. We still been trying to find him one. We still been trying to get him an opponent. And I'm scratching my head. I'm like, well, you know, I thought it was inklings of a Elvis. You know what I'm saying? They were saying Elvis. We know Leon Paro, that's more than likely not, you know what I'm saying, going down. When they got to the final conversation, you know what I'm saying, he fell out, he bowed out. But I keep analyzing and looking, and when I was telling y'all when we was sitting up there pumping Subriel Matias before he even signed over there, we were saying, hey man, hey, what was our only concern? Our only concern was that he'll never get a Devin Haney. That was our only concern. And there's still no guarantee that we're going to get a Devin Haney. Why? Because one, nobody's acting like it, but he could lose this fight to Ryan. That is a possibility. And everybody come on here and tell us, no way. It's like, well, why do you want to see the fight? So it's either way, it's a catch-22 for y'all. You can't really get out of it. That's called a checkmate. You know what I'm saying? So either way you answer it, okay, you just got to be real. But most people will try to pick up them goalposts. That's why I got that KY jelly. It make it hard for you to pick up these goalposts and move anywhere. You got to be rooted and grounded. And surround yourself with some good people that's going to check you and pull your coattail and be like, nah, man, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for him to avoid a unification with Subriel Matias, avoid a mandatory with Sandor Martin, and it's a possibility he can go in there and lose. It's belt to Ryan. Like, that's a possibility, but nobody's out there telling you that. And here recently, we getting reports that he's going right along with what we said before. He was calling out Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios. So after this, he plans on going to go see Mario Barrios. Why? That's Gervonta Tank Davis Jr. He's on the Tank leftovers plan. He want all the smoke with everybody with. So if Tank got to do it first. He got to clear the line. He got to pave the way. Y'all don't really see what's going on, man. That man has no intent. I don't think he's sticking around at 140. I think he do have a plan. They keep rehashing out and coming back out saying this Mario Barrios stuff. So even when he go to 147, he ain't looking for the baddest man on the planet at 147. So he ain't gonna be looking for the baddest man at 140. He ducked up out of 135. Right when the walls was closing in with Shakur and Tank. So we got to shift, man. It's a shift, man. We gotta don't entertain these guys that be saying that, oh man, yeah, Subriel, easy work with Subriel and this and that, and now all this stuff that they're saying, they have no intentions on doing it. And I'm thinking it's gonna be February. If you look at it and you listen to everything that's going on, everybody will act like, oh, it's case of Ross, oh man, they all gotta fight each other. It's like, well, why do y'all allow them to pull everybody else down when it's their time to shine? Why do y'all let this man just get out there and just say some of the most outlandish, outrageous things all the time? And when you go to check him, it's like, oh man, it's just promotion. A lot of that stuff exceeds the lines of what promotion is. You're lying on people. You're slandering people. You're being disrespectful. You even got a lot of people talking about Bernard Hopkins like real disrespectful. He's had his little times and little instances and things like that, but like, he's still a legend. Still a living legend that done transition. There done be so many statistics and odds. You know what I'm saying? Let him slander Coach Calvin all the time. Let him just slander Tank all the time. Just everybody who's on the other side just slandering. But he's slandering Ryan in an effort to, I guess, promote the fight. But you see quit in him, and he's a cokehead. So I don't know. You tell me, man. That don't sound like nobody that really want to fight Subriel Matias or that's ever going to fight Subriel Matias. And I was asking this question. I said, you know what? Was Eddie pulling a fast one? We know he was acquiring talent, but was Eddie pulling a fast one? we saw it with Android. We saw it with Android. We kind of see it with Richardson Hitch. Now he got a little wiggle room. And I think he got more of a plan. And you know what I'm saying? I think he's more active, and Hitch is real smart. So I think he kind of got a plan. But the getting Subriel over there on the hook and having him over there on the hook without guaranteeing him a fish like Devin, he's the biggest catch, is what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody's saying according to YouTube. I mean, I don't know about them pay-per-views, but on YouTube, and since this is where we are, you know what I'm saying, we'll keep it all things YouTube right now. Somebody can stop me when I'm lying, but Devin wasn't part of the plan. And then I keep going back because I'm like, okay, man, I done hit this thing from so many different angles. I done broke it down. Am I missing anything? And I said, yes, Mike, you was gaslighted once again. I said, that's why we have a curriculum. I learned something too. Then you had Eddie Hearn pleading and vying for Teofimo Lopez. Well, where's Teofimo Lopez? He's always on the other side. I said, dang, Mike, you got trapped in the same thing they be doing when they come down to take, man. Everybody want to talk all that, oh, the fight can happen. And we have Eddie Hearn vying to get Teofimo Lopez in the ring with Subriel Matias, knowing daggone well he over there with Bob. Knowing daggone, where's the appeal for the Devin Haney? He said, hopefully the winner the winner. Now, I want you to juice your noodles. I want you to use some critical thinking. As much as they're trying to downplay this fight, because in one hand they'll say he's a cokehead and that he has quit in him, but then in the other hand they're saying that he's the best Ryan ever old because he was drained and depleted when he fought Tank, so now he's going to be bigger and badder than ever. Do you really think they're going to go under the scrutiny and the pressure of this fight, getting by this fight? This is not going to be an easy fight. And if you saying it is, then get up here and explain why do you want it so bad, and not Subriel. It's a trap. It's a catch-22. Don't do that. I would do body work instantly. It's a trap. Don't step in that. You know what I'm saying? We're learning right now. But do you really think after a Ryan Garcia fight, he's gonna really be trying to step in there with a Subriel Matias? Really? And then it's another thing is the fact that he's actually calling on Mario Barrios. You know why that's ironic? Last time I checked, Mario Barrios was with PBC. So you wouldn't think it wouldn't be real ironic that Subriel Matias signed with that label over there. Now he could get down however, you know what I'm saying, however you want to shake it. They say it's not mutually exclusive. You don't think it'll be real ironic that Subriel Matias step over there, got 5 on the table over there where he can do whatever, and just as he's doing that, Devin's gonna line up this Ryan Garcia and then go fight somebody on the PBC. That sound like some musical chairs, man. That look real similar to when Shakur Stevenson said, you know what, bump this weight, man, I can't make it. Yeah, he lost his belt on the scale. His belt's on the scales. He defended his thing against, he fought against Conceição, lost all his leverage coming up. If he would have kept his leverage coming up, it would have been nothing that they could do when he got up there. He would have had leverage. You know, didn't have that. Came in, got that mandatory. You know what Devin said? I'm out. I'm gone. I'm going to the other side. And if you think about it, I mean, I'm thinking that this fight right now, I'm thinking this is more of a golden boy type deal. Eddie and them look like they kind of hands off on this one. Look like they ain't, you know what I'm saying? They in the back seat on this one. And then it's the talks about the Mario Barrios, because remember it was Mario Barrios for Keith Thurman. Wouldn't it be real ironic that he gonna go run over there to the PBC? But it ain't gonna be for Tank. It was never no. It's to send to ask him to try to call out for that. So we can't ask for that. It's like, oh man, there you go. Why he gotta call out? Because he doing 6 dinners with Bob. He can't even call out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just the things that I've seen, the things that I've witnessed in this whole saga. So I wanted to, you know, I as early as possible when it dawned on me and I started putting everything together, I said, man, I say, never you worry. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like trying to put the energy on it because Subriel Matias was prophetic. He said that Devin was a chicken. He's going to run. And look at it. He chased it around Ryan Garcia. Now Legacy is all about the bread and all this, and they're really hoping, they're really praying that this fight do some big numbers. You know what I'm saying? They are really praying. I think it's a lot riding on that, man, because the way boxing is, man, if you're not putting no butts in seats and you're not, you know what I'm saying, you're not generating any revenue. You know what I'm saying? You could be generating revenue as far as, you know, YouTube, like, you know, for content creators, but that's not really what boxing money is about. Boxing money is like box office. Like Floyd said, if you're not approaching box office, man, it's only a certain amount of time that promoters are not going to be wanting to, you know what I'm saying, do nothing with you. We see. I don't want to, because every time I bring it up, it's almost like I'm adding insult to injury and people don't really like the truth. But we can see where some of the most talented people in the world, you know what I'm saying, really can't get a fight. They done burnt bridges and they, you know, what they think they worth, they're really not, even though they are valuable, but they're not, like, as far as boxing money, like as far as box office and what's going on, they're not that. So this is what we're seeing in real time. We're seeing people play musical chairs with promoters. And, you know, in my heart of hearts, I've already crossed off a Devin Haney on that list. And I doubt seriously that Ryan would ever think about setting foot in the ring with a Subriel Matias. But Eddie said it. I mean, they on Golden Boy, that would be a whole DAZN thing. That would be nice. He said possibly the winner, maybe the winner of the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. And now you hearing Devin Haney doubling down on some Mario Barrios talk next. You know what I'm saying? Like this is becoming a farce. Like it's you know, it's getting like, it's really a circus now. It's really a circus now, and the writing's on the wall. And I hope they ain't get my man over there to play keep away, man. I hope they ain't get my man over there to try to play keep away, man, to try to get him over there. And they did the old hook and ladder, you know what I'm saying, and tossed it back, you know what I'm saying. They're only about to bomb down the field, and they're going to go right around that man. Because outside of that, you can vie for Tio all you want, but Tio know he can play that side of the street stuff all day, every day. But I was thinking, I said, yeah, that's just a common tactic where you know you on one label, you calling out and you got all this energy and all this smoke. Sometimes it's in somebody in your different weight class. Sometimes it's somebody all the way on a different label. And it's really just cannon fodder. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, y'all, but the writing's on the wall, man. You can be out here like like you can be a sheep if you want to. You can follow these, you know what I'm saying? You follow these trends and you can listen to these loud voices and all that. They're gonna walk you right off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some sleight of hand type stuff that's going on right now. And I hope my man didn't get bamboozled by getting over there, man. He's gonna be stuck defending his titles. He's gonna be stuck defending his titles. Rolly got one, so it's the winning. So we gotta hope that Pitbull win that one, because I don't think Rolly gonna get in there with Subriel. So we gotta hope that Rolly. We gotta hope that Pitbull win that one. I think Pitbull won Legacy. We gotta hope that. Can't count on this thing with Devin. He's off. I really believe that they're gonna go get Mario Barrios after this. I really do, because they were standing. I heard that they inspired so many times. Like they got a lot of rounds. Yeah, they got a lot of rounds in sparring. A lot. They were talking about that a while ago. I got the evidence. I got it, man. It's us all on camera. Them 500 uploads is in there. Yeah, I'm about to start doing flashbacks and throwbacks, and I'm about to start pulling that stuff up and start giving y'all what's already been out there, but reminding everybody that I've been following this all along, and I know the patterns. Only thing he could do is prove me wrong. But I'm telling you, man, if you got your appetite set on Devin Haney ever getting in the ring with Subriel Matias, man, I'm not trying to break your heart. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Nope. We gotta hope that Pitbull will be Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't know what's gonna happen in that fight. It's just an awkward fight right now for me. Still seem kind of like entertaining, I guess, just to see them two in there. It's entertaining, but awkward fight for me. We gotta hope that Pitbull win, because I think he would be about legacy. I think he would, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not sure why he didn't want to fight Shakur. But I am sure. Just definitely a bad man. Definitely, I almost pulled a fast one on y'all. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a bad matchup for him. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But outside of that, I think my man gonna be stuck defending those titles, man. I think he's gonna be stuck defending those titles, man. You can't put no pressure on him moving up. You know what I'm saying? Can't really expect him to suck down. You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna be stuck defending those titles, man. I'm not sure. With the writings on the wall. I'm about to get to the comments now. I'm about to get to the counters. We can talk all that, yeah, the TO. We can wish on a star, you know what I'm saying? We can do that, but I think it was real calculated for them to send that offer when his hand was hurt, knowing that they had a fight and they was gonna be out. Now they free, you know what I'm saying? He had the Ortiz experience, and he said he wants somebody that's gonna be right there to fight and stand, you know what I'm saying, and be, he don't want to have to run, and he wants somebody that's gonna fight him. Subriel checks all of that off, and I'm like, well, what's the problem? I don't know. I'm about to get to the comments. Cocaine. Haney doesn't have Matias in his top 3 list for next opponents. Bill Haney called Matias a one-armed bandit. I was gonna say something about that, but I say I ain't gonna give them no clout. I ain't gonna give them no clout no more, man. I'm not giving them nothing. Johnny Roman, they don't want the smoke. Need to take their belts. Salute. Champion Sports Boxing, salute. Body work in the chat, salute. Champion Sports Boxing. Jose Rodriguez, what's good? Body work, what's good? Welcome, Johnny Champion. Okay, we just meeting and greeting up in this piece. Arnaldo, saludos. Body work in the chat, bringing that good energy. I don't think I'm too far home. Step aside money should be banned. Mandatory is mandatory, but I guess not. About to start calling Sandor Martin the sidewinder, because I think he got hosed. I don't think he's ever going to get a shot, and whoever's going to, I don't know how that's going to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's going to work. Or they're going to let him hold that belt while he go to 47 and get a Barrios. I really think he's serious about that Barrios. I really think he is. The writing on the wall, man. Road rage, I agree. Step aside money slows down the process of 140 division. Mandatory should get out of the way so we can move to bigger fights. Now we gotta wait for Haney versus Martin. See, we following, knowing that was the play all along, man. They started him out, and Eddie talked them into getting over there, man. They want us to believe the hype, yeah. But see, they're gonna keep attacking. See. As long as they keep, that's why I say, that's why I'm laying it down right here. I'm laying the foundation right here, right now. You about to kill all that noise with him attaching himself to Subriel, man. You about to kill all that noise, man, because they'll use it and get a reaction out of him and then get that, and it keeps them relevant, and they have no plan. I done seen him do this to Teofimo Lopez, Javante Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? For the longest, it was Loma. He does this where he attach himself to a name, and then he'll ride it and get all of the clout and all that. And then when you look at the numbers, the people that buy his fights, there aren't any. It's YouTube. So we're not gonna let him attach his name. We're not gonna keep letting him do that, man, because I don't see it coming. Eddie wouldn't be begging for Tio. Eddie got everything he need over there. He said we got the champions. We need the contenders now. You know what I'm saying? He said we done got some contenders now. We have a champ that I know. So I don't know about this deal, man. I had a warm and fuzzy because I see the energy that Eddie got behind him, man. But man, it looked like musical chairs. It looked like some old 3-car Molly, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? We moving some pieces around, and that man gonna be stuck defending his titles, and he's never. Well, I ain't gonna say never. For Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very hard to unify. I'm trying to figure out what's up with the update with Regis. What's the update with Elvis Rodriguez? What's going on? Jose Rodriguez, you're right. Unfortunately, Devin would never get in the ring with Subriel. What happened? Legacy don't mean that much anymore. It never did. It never did. It never did. It didn't. Elvis has a weak promoter. Doesn't get him active after Sims Jr. Devin admitted today he will go to 147 for Barrios. There you go. There you go. That's what I say. I'll be on it in real time. I'll be on it in real time and watch somebody 2-3 months from now gonna come out and act like this is fresh, hot off the press. Somebody tomorrow and the next day and 3 days later, they're gonna come out and act like this is brand new information. That's why we're here. That's why I say, man, instead of doing a video, I gotta be live so people can see it and know it. And we got eyes and ears out here. They'll act like, you know, this is all brand new information. For Devin, his list is 1 Teofimo, 2 Barrios, 3 Davis. I don't even know if it's Teofimo. I don't even know if it's Teofimo. Because he's associated with the zone right now. It's convenient, man. They know when that other side of the street. I'm starting to not even acknowledge. If somebody with a different promoter, I'm about to start just not even acknowledge it, man. Because it don't make no sense. Eddie can't constantly sit there and talk about a Devin and a Subriel, but we can hear about Eddie and how much he loves, and it'll put a smile on his face to get a TO. Like, make it make sense. I think we got duped. I don't know. I hope it was a good decision, but I don't got a warm and fuzzy about it. And that Davis stuff, man, that's not. He used his name the most. Negrassi, salute. The circus is real out here. It's annoying, man. That Roberto Alvarado bodywork, one of the best. Salute. I appreciate that, man. That's what's up, man. Thank you. It's crazy because Devin never mentioned Subriel. He's going to come up with the excuse that he couldn't make weight anymore. Yes, and I was talking to Ghost. Chatting to Ghost. Ghost had hit me up. He had hit me up with a community page, and he was saying, man, he would like to see Devin talk more, and he'd like to do this. I'm like, no. I said, that's why I call him the professor. He's going to sit there and let his father get all outrageous, and, you know, I guess he called it channeling in their Don King, I guess. That's what they're trying to do. He'll let his father say all those things and, you know, all these crazy controversial things. He'll let him do it. And then when he get in the interview, he'll sound all calm and polite and answer you with, you know, a lot of sense and a lot of things you won't find out until after the fact. The thing is, you just got to wait long enough. You just got to wait long enough. When we need to know and hear the answers from Devin in real time, you don't hear from Devin in real time. You hear from his father putting out all this stuff. So after some time has passed and some events that went by, then you'll hear from Devin. And at that point in time, when he speak, he'll be writing exactly about at that time, but it wasn't like that before. That's how they manipulate that time thing all the time. So they let Bill, and it's genius for him. I don't think you're ever going to hear that much from Devin. He's like, why? He's like, why when you got a whole bunch of like people on YouTube, they're just mindless. You haven't heard, they don't know, they'll, you know, lie for you, they'll make up things, they'll just run around. They're minions. I told y'all about minions, man. Told y'all about those little minions. You can wind them up, put batteries in their back. You can teach them how to say. They like you can teach them how to say whatever you want, man. They can pretty much do everything. You know what I'm saying? They can do everything. They don't even need knee pads. You know what I'm saying? That's why they probably won't support. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of minions, they're their knees are built out of like Teflon. You know what I'm saying? They got those Teflon knees, adjustable joints. You know. Yeah, that's not cool in my opinion. Pyro refused, and Barbosa taking another fight. Eddie got Matias to keep him off these guys. In my opinion, what was I saying before all of this? What was I calling out before all of this, man? I see the patterns, man. That's why, man, it's like y'all, everybody can follow their hype and they can get all hype or whatever, man. I'm as a fan, man, and I want to see all these guys succeed, but like boxing is just, it's getting to the point where it's just like take that, like this right, it's so in your face, it's so flagrant right now. You know what I'm saying? I wish, like, if you're gonna disrespect me, you disrespect me from afar. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect me on the low if you got to. You know what I'm saying? Disrespect me in passing, but not in my face. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm like, man, it's not. I was like, hey, man, stop. You trying to tell me it's raining? And they're like, no, yeah, that's rain. Like, no, it's not. You're on the second floor. You had your zipper down. Cut it out. That's what's going on in boxing, y'all. That's what's going on in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the bad news, y'all like, well, Mike, what's the good news? You know what I'm saying? I guess the good news for Devin is he's never going to fight Subriel Matias. That's probably the best news for Devin. You know what I'm saying? That's the best news for Devin. Eddie hooked him up, man. They did the old hook and ladder on Subriel, man. Man. It just dawned on me, man. Just got confirmation, and I was like, man, like, they really did that. And I was thinking about, well, why is Eddie divine for Tito? You got Devin. That should be in the bag. All you gotta do is Devin and sit back. You want to blockbuster fight? You really want to be a star? You can get the right. You can go. Listen, you can go from Loma to Regis to Ryan to Subriel. But no, you still got a Sandor Martin waiting. He ain't gonna take step aside again. And I don't know if the purse. I mean, unless Devin go in there and just knock around all over the place, and it's really gonna outsell and do all these gigantic, humongous, ginormous numbers, which I don't think they just want to do those kind of numbers. I mean, I'm hoping they do some numbers, because you know what I'm saying, numbers can be used for you, numbers can be used against you. You know what I'm saying? He got to get his numbers up. You know what I'm saying? He got to be able to get his numbers up, I guess, in a sense. I'm not sure if the Subriel Matias, let's just say he did say Subriel Matias. Let's just say he was going to reach down and get this newfound confidence and really take on this guy. You know what I'm saying? That can really do a lot of bodily harm. Let's just say he was up for the challenge and he decided he wanted to dance. Is it going to be enough money for Sandor to take another, you know what I'm saying? And when it's that, at some point, Sandor Martin going to put his foot down. So you see what happened to Montes Stallion. I mean, unless those checks are just that big, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about another man's numbers. Never worry about another man's numbers. This is just the writing on the wall, y'all. Hit that like button, Jose Rodriguez says, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not the best. It's not gonna have, just definitely not gonna have the congregation jumping for joy. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? But faster you deal with reality and you confront it head on, you can deal with it. They asked about Matias for a second time. Haney keep it non-detailed as possible. They asked him what he think about Matias, and Devin talks about himself instead of Matias. Man, Eddie is an asset, man. When he ride for you, Eddie, man. Devin Haney voice was shaking. Yeah, I wouldn't trust Eddie Hearn. Eddie at the press conference said Devin Haney is unbeatable, and Matias is also on Eddie Hearn's stable. I think they signed Matias to keep him away. Breaking news, you know what I'm saying? Is it really breaking news? I was trying to prevent it. I said, man, okay. Well, if he got 5 of them, he gonna guarantee that he can be able to. And it was no guaranteed champ. All title defenses, man. We gonna feed you. We gonna feed you some guys, but you know what I'm saying? Like Richardson Hitchens, I mean, he got a shot. Richardson can box. You know what I'm saying? He'll have another tough puncher under his belt, and a little bit more experience, a little bit more press, a little bit, getting a little bit more. He's growing, building his image and all that. But don't shoot the messenger. They asked about Matias, and Dev jumped straight to Barrios. Ooh. Bill will do all he can to get T.O. next when T.O. don't sell any better than Subriel. And they're going to use that T.O. thing, but again, think about it. T.O. over there with Bob. Y'all think they really going to let D.A., what I call him, GTD, what was I calling him? You really think they're going to let GTD Jr. just jump around from promotion to promotion over here to over there, from Top Ring to the Zone to, you know what I'm saying? Is he going to get with Golden Boy? Or is he going to come back around and do something with the PBC? Y'all really think they're going to really just let him dip in and out like that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all really think, how long y'all think when those numbers are not guaranteeing anything? When those numbers not, you know what I'm saying? The numbers don't equate to be able to move like that. Inflated purses and numbers, like we don't even know. We think you was in the red last fight, homie. Like they're hoping on this fight, they're praying on this fight. It's all eyes on them. It's a lot of pressure on Devin Haney. Don't let it fool you, because this could come around. This could be when cherry picking goes wrong. Let him tell it. If you can't see that he a cokehead, you said that. You said he was a cokehead. You said that you saw quit in him. That's what you said. So you basically saw a cherry pick. You see somebody you think you can beat up now. I don't know how, but win the fight, yeah. But I mean, you saw apple pie. And this could go real bad, especially if Ryan knock him out. If Ryan mess around and clip Devin, man, I want to see how all his people, that whole army they got, man, I want to see where all they're going to go. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see what's going to happen, man, because I can go on and on forever, man. Matias not even in the top 3 list for Devin. I can go on and on, man. Bill desperate for Devin to be over in NYC. The problem is NYC loves boxing, but if Devin fights a boring fight, he may lose the fans. He has to knock Ryan out because NYC fans like a good finish. It was wrong from the start. I had been said that. I said that on the live, and everybody started talking about that. And I'm like, man, y'all was the ones, coach. Like, man, people are weird. This fight belonged back over there on the West Coast, where the most people could actually come and attend the fight. You know what I'm saying? A bigger gather, like it belonged out there, but they made, the business decision and thinking about it. Eddie got me with the one saying Haney is unbeatable. I'm telling you, silver tongue. I got a video called The Tale of Two Eddies, man. Boricua in the house. Blessing to all the fans. The real boxing. Salute Hector Tapia. Salute. Yeah, but Aaron said T.O. Fort Martin on his own. He didn't promote that. So does that mean he can fight anyone? I don't know, man. I think he re-up, man, because you think about it. When he stepped away, he wasn't happy. Then he came back, and he's supposed to have this newfound vigor, man. I think he agreed to something, man. I think T.O. might have sat down on one of them couches, man. T.O. sat down on one of them couches, man. He in too deep. And I ain't going to go in too deep. Champion Sports Boxing. All of a sudden, T.O. isn't calling out Matias to fight. Eureka! And he wasn't on the deal with he wasn't on the top rank. His name wasn't guaranteed in the top rank. Listen. If I couldn't be more clearer, these prized possessions, these guys, these champions that have belts, none of them want to give any of their guys to Matias. They want him to do the heavy lifting and move up in weight class in the effort. Think about it, y'all. Nobody's gonna risk their investment. Nobody's gonna risk their investment or send that guy in there with a belt with that man right now. We just gotta stop. We just gotta shut up people down, man. When they start getting all like, oh man, I'll do it. Oh man, that's easy work and entertain it. Because why? It only equates to people making money on YouTube. It don't equate to us getting a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a relationship. It's like being in a relationship and somebody just wants you to lie to them. Oh, you just want me to lie to you? I'm telling you the truth. And you just want me to lie. You want me to just, you know what I'm saying? Tell you something to make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. That's what we want as fans, man. We just want them to tell us, you know what I'm saying? Just tell me what I want to hear. Just tell me what I want to hear. Oh, I heard it. I'm good now. We're never getting the fights. Stop me when I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? Can't gaslight me. Yeah, T.O. quiet after the Ortiz fight. T.O. did all the talking to get attention on his fight. That wasn't a success. T.O. is desperate for attention, like his youngest sibling. Exactly. See, now we're starting to see. Now we're starting to, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge these things, man. They're playing us. But they're all doing it. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. We're trying to keep our eye on the ball. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. We're trying to. But them hands are fast, man. And that tongue, boy, that tongue Eddie got, well, that's silver. That's a silver tongue right there, boy. That man. I remember this one content creator. They don't talk about boxing no more, but they were real big. She said that Eddie could pack up a powder and put a bow in a wrapper, and she'd be like, "Oh, thank you." She literally said that. It was one of the biggest channels on YouTube at the time. She literally said that. Yes, she literally said that. I know, because I keep receipts. He fought November 26th and T.O. won him February 8th. Angelina, body work, salute. And the problem with Matias, the dog, it takes a lot of pain to beat him up. He a dog. Everybody want to be the best until somebody that's looking like they, you know what I'm saying, they don't believe that, you know what I'm saying, show up. That's FPR. Nobody wants to risk it, and other people pretend that they want the 5-alarm fire, but it is only to project that they are the dogs. That's deep. Jose Rodriguez, Keyshawn was right about when the belts are easy. Everybody wanted to be undisputed. Everybody was running around talking about legacy. Everybody was saying, you know what I'm saying, that kind of changed, man. That's why I called them the librarian, man. They, you know, like what? Was it La Biblioteca? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? We can't wait. Matias need to stay busy. That's why it's a pulse. It's a body with a pulse right now. He got the right to cherry pick right now. Like whoever can sign that thing and get in there with him, he got a right to do that right now. Leonard Cruz, body works. I like the way you keep it real. Salute. Ain't no other way to be, man. I can't change every day, man. I just got to keep it straight down the middle, man. I just want to be reliable, and because I can't, man, keeping up with lies, and when you're telling this one and you're doing that and I don't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? Bub, salute. Check out Buzz Boxing, man. Check out Buzz, man, if you get a chance, man. Check out his channel. He growing, you know what I'm saying? He putting in work, man. He a good guy, man. Met him over there on H Money channel. Check out H Money too, man. I like to shout out my guys, man, because I feel comfortable around these guys whenever I go over there to their stuff. Wow, this is messed up. And he don't fight Matias. I can't respect him. Almost off work, yeah. Be safe, Bubs. I don't respect any fighter that have the belts at 140. It's kind of it's you know, it's weird, man. I just wanted to be able to record this energy, man. Barrios, but not Boots. LOL. Is the proof not in the pudding when he came up? And you know, yeah, I mean, I could say people probably did have at the time. People probably did have Regis, right? I mean, I guess you could say probably rightfully so. They did have Regis on top because we didn't know Regis was going to perform like that. But it was Regis. It wasn't Subriel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you go to 47, it's for Barrios. But once again, that ties into a bigger picture. That ties into the bigger picture. This is the program that he's on. This is the program. This is the program they're on, guys. So Tank will have to fight him first in order for us to see that. Stark reality, man. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, man. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, man. Let me see where I left off at. Let me see. I'm gonna catch up now. It's crazy. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna start right here. The only way to confront the winner between Haney and Garcia is that Matias goes to that fight and then steps up in the ring and bring a challenge face to face. But Matias is training in Mexico. He definitely got to be there, though. I would. I'll get some footage. I would have to get some footage. Like, yeah, I would. Subriel needs to go to this fight and bull into the ring after it's over. Yeah. Didn't Tank knock out Barrios? Yes. Yes, he did. Body work. He did that body work on Barrios. Tank knocked out Barrios on a 10-pound rehydration clause. Body work and Coach Malachi realest guys on the net. Zone announcers mention Matias, but Eddie don't push him towards his big guns. I think they got him, man. Man, I love boxing, bro, but the nonsense gets me depressed. That's how I be feeling. Now, it ain't to the point where I don't want to do content. It's just now I'm like, it's weird, man. It's like you don't even know what direction to go. You be pushing for legacy and pushing for tough fights, and then it's like, well, come on, man. Give him a break. He deserves... It's just real weird energy, man. Now, when you think about boxing, it's supposed to be brutal. Like when the time comes for them to get in the ring, like we want somebody to knock somebody out. Like we just say that we want to see this. Man, we are weird, man. We're weirdos in the sense that we want to see people get in there. You know what I'm saying? We want to see the top elite guys get in there and bust each other up. Like it's weird, but that's what we want to see. And it's like now they don't want to see it. It's almost like, man, it's like boxing the boxing ring that went corporate on us, man. It's only the young hungries, man. It's like that's why I keep saying, man, I'm about to start doing a new series. Before the sheets, you know what I'm saying? Before the silk sheets, you know, you catch them before those silk sheets, man, you gonna see the best fighter out there on the planet. You know, after the silk sheets, not so much. It's like, well, you know, you can do anything. It's like, because everybody, the medicine right now, or the comeback, or the antidote to everything is, well, he made so much money. Think about it. Think about a lot of things that people say. You hear some people say and do some crazy things, he be like, oh well, I mean, shoot, well, when you start making that kind of money, then I'm like, well, like, what that got to do with the crime? What that got to do with the morality of it? Is just because that's a cure-all. That's a cure-all, be-all. Like, you could be embarrassing, you could be abusive, you could be, have bad habits, you could be just running out just crazy. You could just be that way because you're making a certain amount. Now, as boxers, you're making a certain amount. You could just, who cares? But anytime you got people online that's knocking people with jobs, like real jobs, like people online knocking other people with real jobs, and then telling you in a boxing conversation, oh, well, that's coming from somebody ain't never put on a pair of gloves. Like, boxing is turning, what I say, cool. See, like, for real. I think they got Rodriguez for Matias to fight. Rodriguez. Oh, I think I'm waiting on confirmation. Elvis, did you see the Keyshawn and Floyd interview? Got a little heated. I wanted to go back and look at that separate. I was tracking the Shakur and the Abdullah Mason and the Floyd, trying to get a handle on that and trying to decipher through all this and what's really going on. I think I got most of it, but I got to go back and look at some other stuff. Matias wants the big fight and undefeated fighters. Salute Body Work Squad. Yeah, we got to keep that pressure on. Salute David. You keep it real, Body Work. That's the only way I know to be. I appreciate that. Subriel Matias versus Sandor Martin, but Bill paid step aside money, so I'm not sure if that can happen. I like that fight. I like that fight because I know that he's really gonna box. He's gonna box. He's not gonna ever try to stand there and exchange with Subriel. He's always gonna have Subriel moving, and he's gonna box like a classical boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's really gonna move and stick and use his little tactics. That's I accept that fight. Like I said, I'm about ready to take anybody with a pulse to get in there with Matias now. All that was talking, he's trying to get everyone else to fight Matias. Devin knows his chin is vulnerable. He wouldn't stand a chance. Bro, he's soft, I guess. Yeah. I guess I interpreted that right. Matias equals black power. JT Del Valle, salute. The illusion of 31-0 record, first 19 opponents, 114 and 149, last 6 opponents, 35.5, average age, 2 pay-per-view flops, got booed in his home state, and he has only 1 KO in the U.S. Man, you on it. You are on it, man. Matias not Kambosos, and he pulled that card. But look at what he was willing to do. He was willing to go all across seas for Kambosos and take peanuts for Kambosos and just, man, they had him in a pretzel, man. They put Devin in a pretzel, man. I think they put him and Bill in one big nasty pretzel. You know what I'm saying? And they was down. But becoming Subriel, not so much. Salute from work, building Matias a one-arm bandit. That dude funny. Yeah, I heard him say that, man. I heard him call Subriel that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to keep his hooks into Subriel as far as the clout. He will never put his son in danger like that. He loves his son way too much. Do people think oh, okay. Do people think Eddie going to make Haney and Matias fight. No. How Bill gonna say Tank versus Ryan was an exhibition, and now trying to say he's a real fighter on the interview? Because they trying to say that Ryan is bigger and he's better, and I'm like, man. But you were saying he a coke. You saying that he sniffed coke. You know what I'm saying? They saying that he sniffed coke, and that they see quit in him. So I'm like, make up your mind. Like, no, you see food. Like, Bill, keep the same energy. We're never going to get him to keep the same energy. He didn't keep the same energy when B-Hop asked him, you know what I'm saying, to go to the gentleman's room. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, you know. That's just me, though. I hope Eddie's plan hasn't been signed and kept there without algorithm. We said it, man. We were talking about it beforehand. I said, I hope that he got it on the. I said, I hope he got Devin on the hook, man. I hope. I'm looking forward to Najee Lopez tomorrow. That kid is on the come up. Yeah. Tomorrow he fighting on tomorrow. Pro Box? Is he on Pro Box? He should, but he can't. Bill won't let Dev do it. Man, it's not even Bill won't let him, man. Devin don't want it, man. Like that. Can we be real, y'all? Can we be real? It's kind of embarrassing, but it's like nobody really want to get in the ring with the dude, man. You can say what you want about how you think somebody would beat him and what you think your favorite fighter would do and how this is this and that. The bottom line is, man, there's nobody jumping for joy or have any kind of sense of urgency getting in the ring with Subriel Matias right now. They're not. You know what I'm saying? That's just the writing on the wall. They better treat it. It's not a cherry pick gone wrong. That's what I'm saying. It could be. Any available opponent for Matias? I haven't heard any news. My man was doubling down and saying it's supposed to be Rodriguez still, but you know, I didn't get any confirmation. I've been scouring, I've been looking, you know what I'm saying? Still nothing yet, you know. Well, my man that said he might be able to get an interview. Get me an interview, man. We can get to the bottom of this. Nah, Cold Key, but I hope they give Matias Barbosa. They said Barbosa going a different direction. Or anyone at this point. That's where we at, man. Who was that said Barbosa going somewhere else? Yeah, these young guys not like that. And no, Matias really is. Yeah, they not like that, and they know who Matias really is, you know. It's it's different. It's different in today's day and time, man. We got walking Hall of Famers where you can't ask them to do anything. Like it's like, no, I did my time, man. I can fight whoever I want. Let me fight. I can fight a cab driver if I want to. I've earned the right. You know what I'm saying? Let me take out one of these electricians. You know what I'm saying? I earned the right. It's like, oh, you earned the right. And I talked to, and this is how I know it's real. I talked to one of my old heads today at work. I was like, man, look. I said, man, what you think about, you know what I'm saying? I said, what you think about? And I said the name. He said, oh, man. He said, no. He said, man. He said, no, man, as long as you lacing them up, man, no. No. He said, no, it's your obligation. He said, if it's another man in your division that's lacing them up and you lacing them up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta. And I'm like, man, I thought it was. I said, man, what you think about these walking Hall of Famers? You know what I'm saying? I said, it's almost to the point now where once you achieve it so much, while you're still lacing them up, you can get any excuse you want. It's like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, a lot of people just want to argue, man. A lot of people just want to argue boxing. They don't really want to see the best fight. They just want to argue their point on boxing, whatever stance it is, whether it's what happened in 1967, whether it's, you know, what the rehydration clause is all about, whether it's who said this on Twitter. You know, I mean, like, that's what everybody's on. They want to argue and stick it in that they know that single point or those single points or that subject better than you. Me, I just want to keep outlining and putting out these benchmarks and these timelines and letting y'all know what's going on with the sport of boxing. This is the pulse of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm putting the energy where it need to be, because another thing my old head said today when I was talking to him, he said, man, I said, man, boxing, he said, man, it's going to go away. He said, I ain't going to lie. He said, it's going to go away. He said, at the rate it's going, he said, boxing is going to go away. Boxing is going to go away. I think I brought this up the other day, last week, one of them times, I don't know. But when that whole Misfits thing came up on the Zone, y'all remember when the Misfits and all them popped up? They was kind of looking at Oscar. They was looking at Oscar like, hey man, what you gonna do? Because you know they all on the Zone platform house all them guys. So it was Matchroom, Golden Boy, and then they was looking at those Misfits. Word on the street was, and it was articles. I did it. I did a video about it. I did that too, like back then. You know what I'm saying? But just because I got a fact check. People don't want to believe me unless they got something to go reference. You know. But they was looking at Oscar was about to not make it. Why? Because more people are intrigued to go see that Misfit stuff, man. Yeah. People were more intrigued to go see that Misfits, and then when you think about it, Golden Boy, they were not putting on no big fights. They had some marquee guys. We look at Jaime Munguia. Look at how many fights he got. He's just now getting around and getting, you know what I'm saying, starting to fight. You know, it's starting to be a trickle-down effect. Just now. Boxing, man, it's kind of showing you. When we look at what's happened with Showtime and how we going over to Amazon, and when we looking, you know what I'm saying, when we looking at what's going on, even when you look at how, you know, and as a Earl Spence fan, I gotta remind you, even at looking at how people are looking at Earl Spence right now, man, after having unified them 3 belts up there, looking at how they treating him. You don't think them young boxers are looking at that and saying, you know what, do I really want to go for that legacy, or do I want to kind of finesse and try to look good, and maybe I get the knockout and then I could just, you know what I'm saying, build it up to where people just want to see me. And I never really fight the best. I just fight those who I match well against. Well, I have all the advantages. If I catch light in the bottle once and I happen to unify, I made history. I'm a walking Hall of Famer. I don't have to do anything. I'm taking whatever is best for my, you know, yeah, we know it's a business, but that's where we at. Haney fans and TO fans act like Matias ducked, and so they not pushing for the fight anymore in the future. They feel like they won that war, so they happy. They can care less if the fight happens. The only time those fans unite is when it come to speaking or saying something crazy about Subriel, man. I'd be like, man, do y'all really, oh, he ain't fought nobody. Well, okay, so why ain't nobody trying to get in there with him? Oh, man, he outboxed him easy, man. Easy. Box circle. Why he ain't trying to go in there and get that easy work, right? He ain't trying to get that bag. Because they're gaslighting you. They make money off of it. Najee on Pro Box, yeah. The only one pushing for the fight, real hardcore, than Matias fan. We got to keep the pressure there. Like I said, there's going to be some young guys that's going to look at Subriel. You know, he even got him. I was going to do something on how, I call it a Punisher. Amanda Serrano. Even got Amanda Serrano, man. Like he got Tito, he got Amanda, they know they got him on a path for being like that next guy. Now he just got to get those names and cement his legacy. I think he need a body in there, and then he just need to clear out those 5. You know what I'm saying? Just get back in the lab, get in the lab, get a body, do what you got to do in the ring, get that dub, go on vacation, rinse, wash, repeat. But This is a benchmark. This is a benchmark today. What I'm saying, man, did we get hosed? Did we get hosed by that signing over there? Because we was all like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We realized Devin wasn't a part of it. And then we were like, oh, okay, we're gonna get Liam Paro, but because then we get to look forward to Hitchens and then Regis, and then starting to look funny in the light. It's starting to look funny in the light, Eddie. Funny in the light. The marshal's going to grab some boxer and bring the fight. Matias. Boxing today is the most social media follow has is like the Kardashian show. Man, you ain't never lied, man. It's crazy how terrified these so-called fighters are scared of Matias. Facts, all these talks about he's easy and one-hand banded and can't cut the ring or the softest champions, but he went in the press conference and called them out. Now they're nowhere to be seen. That's what I said, man. Like, and then you got these people online. You got these big, like, you got these big old echo. You got a lot of echo chambers. You got a lot of people that's just out there and you know what they're doing. You know what they're doing, man. Bodywork just seen a post on Facebook. Matias is fighting on June the 15th with the Dominican kid. Oh, okay. So it's Elvis. That's good. We're gonna get bang for our buck. We're gonna get bang for our buck with that fight. If that's been confirmed, Victor, we're gonna get bang for our buck. I thought Gary Antoine Russell said he wanted some of Subriel. Yeah, I think they know that's down to come. But again, he's with that Amazon. I mean, he's with that Amazon rollout and all that. So I think he said he wanted to get back in the ring and then have another one. So that's what he's saying right now. But this episode was a benchmark episode, y'all. This is where we connect the dots, and this is why, when I say this is why we're never going to get the fight. This is why we're never going to get the fight, because this is Gervonta Tank Davis Jr. promotion. And he only fights. He's going after the leftovers, man. That's it. He's like, oh man, I just want leftovers. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever Tank had. Give me what Tank. I'll take what Tank's having, or what Tank had, or however Tank did it. Was Tank sitting in it like this? Did Tank sit in this couch? Was he on this chair? Did Tank stay in this hotel right here? Did Tank ever get in this car? Was Tank on this bike right here? Was this the ring that Tank was in? Because that's whatever Tank. Listen, stop asking me what I want. I want the same thing Tank had. That's why Tank has to fight him first in order for us to fight him. When have I stirred you wrong? You know what I'm saying? And then however long you've been rocking with me, you've been watching, you know what I'm saying? You've been checking me out. When have I stirred you wrong? Steered you wrong. You know what I'm saying? When have I steered you wrong? I got a treasure trove, man. I've been doing these same kind of episodes, calling it like this for a very long time now, man. I peeped the patterns. You know what I'm saying? The cycles, the trends, the behavior, and I think that they got my man. I hope they didn't. You know what I'm saying? I hope Subriel I hope he get a champion he can unify with, and he don't have to do nothing crazy like move up, you know, or I mean, that's not crazy, but I think when he wants to and when he feels like it, but he wants to take over 140, and I hope they don't make it to where they aging him out to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're just now getting ready to think about this. Oh, how long did Viterbiev have all those belts? And Bivol had his belt. We're just now getting ready to get that fight. How long was that Errol Spence and all that whole process? Look how long it took us to get that fight. How long did it take for Devin Haney to actually do it? One fight, and he get credit, and then Tank get it on for not wanting to unify. I'm like, your dude for one fight, he unified one time, and now it's just since Tank never wanted to. It's just you gotta watch, man. Don't let them gaslight you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them gaslight you, man. Hey, be vigilant out here. You know what I'm saying? Be critical thinking, question everything. I do. That's the only way to learn, man, to make sure, man, because people out here blowing smoke, saying one thing and really meaning another. Let's see. What up, bro? Salute. No notification still. Dang. I put out the notification. Yeah, I know. And people be saying they don't be tripping. People be saying, oh no, that's not YouTube. That's in your mind and you tripping. I did a test. What's good, body work? Salute, Veterano. Yeah, I know. I did a test, man, and my views don't even show up. I be having my views don't even show up for a long time. I might sometimes I'd be at it'd be 600 and some views. YouTube, when you go to look at it, it'd be saying 300. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm controlling what I can control. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all that hot fire. Yeah, bro, it's YouTube. Yeah, I know. They try to gaslight. That's why I say, man, why you think we be having the curriculum, man? I know when they be trying to gaslight me, man, you're not gonna make me think I'm crazy. I might be, but not in that manner. You dig? Nah, I'm just playing though, man. But yeah, that's all I had for tonight, y'all. I just wanted to put something on your mind, put you at ease. Don't let your blood pressure get all high when they keep trying to attach their name onto Subriel, because he has no intention of getting in the ring with the man. He looking to go see Barrio. That's Javante Tank Davis Jr. Promotions. They want Tank's leftover. That's all they want. They delete comments as well. Dang. Yeah. But I ain't gonna be here, man. I say I'm gonna shorten these up a little bit unless it's real hot fire, you know what I'm saying, topics. This is just you know what I'm saying, this is just a check on learning and to put a stake in the ground, to have a benchmark for, you know, what's going on in the sport right now, what really matters, like giving you the pulse for real. You know, we can be excited about the fight, I guess, but you know what I'm saying, keep perspective on what's really going on, man. You can become part of the circus too. But anyways, thanks for choosing Bodywork Boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you. He was like, what the fuck is this nigga, right? Oh, okay, you want to go to sleep. You tired.
Welcome to